All right, I'm gonna try this. I didn't had my cataracts removed on my eyes. I done got both of them done, and they look kind of cool, but they're a little swollen still. And I can see, but I can't see as good as I'm gonna be seeing in about another week. But today we gonna talk about false narratives. False narratives are playing a big part in the way I guess the country is thinking now. There are sane black people. There are sane, these people in every other regard are sane. But there are sane black people who agree that it's a shame the way they treated or cheated Trump. Now, I mean, I'm not finna talk about politics or nothing like that, but what I'm saying is for you to believe that, you have to completely ignore every single judge that this motherfucker went to trying to say that this thing was stolen, denied him. I think it was 66 or 65 judges. Otherwise, he tried 65 times to get his narrative accepted. And he didn't. Now, it's not because of anything other than he was wrong. That's it. I mean, you can make up any kind of point, but in reality, there is no point. The motherfucker didn't win. So what I'm saying is, a lot of people think that they're making enough money now, and that they matter to those goddamn Republicans. They think the Republicans are including them in this big overall outlook on how they plan on running things, or they're not going to get to do it. I just hate to be the one to tell you, but you are nowhere near the income, nowhere near the income bracket that they are talking about. I mean, the average one of these brothers that think and believe this shit don't even have $1 million. I don't either, so I'm not saying something wrong with them because they don't have it. I'm just saying they don't even have that much. Yet they believe that bullshit. No matter what they think, and this is all I'm gonna say, you being fucking used. Now, on a brighter note, let's agree I can only go by what I've lived. I can only go by what I personally have been involved with to gauge what my life is worth to you or me. What do you think you'll need to do if you want to be remembered? If you want to be remembered as a bad, now I'm talking about bad as in street lingo, as a bad man, what do you think you have to do if you want to be remembered as sharp as fuck? See, before I changed Sidewalk University's curriculum, some of the dudes were afraid they weren't made for my shit. They weren't. But after joining the group, they started seeing results almost immediately. So check Abadab. People been listening to my shit for years and finally are getting what the course is about. The course is about how to get street and academic credit as a bad man and never suffering any bullet wounds, stab wounds, attempts to do harm, and virtually no enemies. You must be a think it, do it kind of man if you stand for the truth. Spitting the truth catches a lot of women. It doesn't just it doesn't catch just any woman though. It catches the kind that's cool with what you say out your mouth. This is important because it shows you the power of your thoughts, long as you pay attention to your thoughts. And this promotes taking action. But did you know the same thing goes for getting street credit? I'm saying to earn street credit, the motherfuckers who acknowledge the credit gotta see you putting it down. Now, that depends a lot on what comes out of your mouth. I mean, this stuff is it's insane. Some women run from what they see in me, but the few that don't, they are the ones I can have waiting on me hand and foot for years, doing anything for me because I'm going to do anything for them. It's not a one-way street. You motherfuckers know you wish you had the nerve to enroll in Sidewalk University to see if it can be you. Well, bro, it can be you hitting me with words echoing the same thing, especially since it's so convenient for you now. I put my shit out there no matter what the cost to me. All I know is I'm down and dirty, and the game that I represent always come through for me. It's actual art to being in the lion's den and not being a part of their meals. The only thing that can hang with lions are other lions. Other than that, you're our prey. If you work hard for your benefit, and I'm saying work hard for your benefit, you will see a difference. When you don't do anything, just want shit, and you just wait for shit, is when you don't get it or do it. So you got to get off the treadmill. 2024 is gonna end, and as I did last year, I'm doing again this year. I'm giving you a chance to say what you did this year and what you will do, what you will resolve to do for next year. Now, every year, people make resolutions. Do you keep your resolutions? I do. Even if you don't, you can list some of the things that you accomplished this year and holler if you did accomplish things you resolved to do. Call in 702-605-4721. Call in, let me hear about it. Damn, I don't even have my banner up. Let me hear about it, and you guys let me know what you did. See, I've been a target all my life. I know how to recognize what or who to take seriously. People who don't want to hide out behind the computer or who promote others to check my shit out. I will never be a person to not move ahead. That's why in 2025, trolls, haters, and every other motherfucker who got something to say will have a lot to talk about. Troll my school, troll my episodes, troll my videos, because most fools who've lived behind the computer screen don't really have a life of their own. They could only talk about someone else's life. When they're allowed to be who they truly are, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. They will show themselves by what they say and do. Believe me, you're judged by what comes out your mouth. If what you claim matches your appearance, you might get a pass. I know my life irks some people, but I surely hope they don't think I care enough about what they think to stop what I'm doing. At Sidewalk University, we require a 90 to 100% grade point average. And you got to have maintain that just to receive a diploma. There's a certificate of completion that all students get upon completing the course. But since we focus on becoming the best we can be, most of the students opt to return for another semester to earn that diploma. Honesty is the first rule of being confident. It's the first rule of being a confident man. Caller, what's up?
What's going on, Mr. Bud?
Nothing, man. What's happening with you?
About Trump too much without me calling in and addressing it.
Oh Lord, who is this? This is not what's his name? Drew.
Goddamn right, it's Drew Vaughn.
Drew, what's up, man? Go on and say what you got to say about Trump, man, and hurry up.
No. I just want to ask this question to you though. With all what's going on, you don't see nothing else that's more detrimental than the way you always try to attack things pertaining to Trump. I'm just asking.
No, I don't see nothing no different. If anything, I see him 3 times worse.
Man, that's amazing. Because you know what? I'll be honest with you. You and Trump kind of are alike in y'all ways.
Maybe not. I don't know, man.
You know? So, no, I'm saying it in a good way because I'm going to respect your opinion because it's like it's an alpha talking about another alpha, and it takes a lot of courage and a lot of balls to do that. And, you know, that's what you always, you know, illustrate anyway. Confidence, courage, you know what I'm saying? No fear. And that's the whole thing I've really been missing. I don't think you really hate Trump like you do, but I think as an alpha man, and you understand how alpha's supposed to think, you know, according to how you are and how you see things, I feel everything you be saying.
Well, man, I'm glad to hear that, man. And I got that email you sent me about that song you wrote, man.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
I got that. Got to talk about you wouldn't have wrote it if you didn't know me. I appreciate that, brother. Right. I appreciate it, man.
If that shit blow, you got your percent.
Hey, I know you gonna stand on it, Drew.
Yeah. That shit. Hey, I'm gonna send you the master copies of that shit. There's 2 of them actually that come from Rosebud. One of them gonna really trip you out.
Hey, well, send it, man.
Other than that, man.
Send it to me, man.
You know, I'm glad to see you doing good. I do tune in every now and then. You know, I see you still kicking that shit how you kicking it. And it's always love for me. But I gotta say this before we, get off the phone. Trump 2024, man.
All right, man. Hey, you know
I'm
what I believe? You could think what you want to think. You can believe what you want to believe. It's a free world. But Trump losing. It's finna be Camilla. Yeah. All right, man. Be cool.
All right, man.
Hey, see there, that's the adversary that I used to have. I guess we didn't group past that. You see, I'm cool with him, he cool with me. That's how we roll. Now, uh, like I say, honesty is the first rule to being a confident man, which is why I do what I do, like I do it. I ain't changing. I have notes that I write. And I look in my notes because I want to say what I thought of. I don't want to glaze over what I thought of. I want to say it, so I write it down. But, however, with this new approach, the completion rate of the courses is higher, but it's totally up to you how much time you have to put into it. Before you had to stay on the schedule that I had, which I ain't doing shit but this, so I got all day every day. Excuse me. This is fantastic, given the fact that the school is only coming up on the first year. I mean, not the first year, but the fourth year anniversary of doing it this way. Sidewalk University is growing despite the odds against it, and the students are on a path to succeed. I'm very proud of my accomplishments, that I'm going harder, predicting the greater 2025. Now, those of you who are on the fence, waiting for results, stay there. I don't want dudes that's on the fence. I want the dudes who don't choose to wait on shit. I want the ones who are willing to go get what they want. That's why we the go-getters at SWU. We actively pursue what we want. We are not a group of men who decide on wanting something and next week still want it. No, we want something today and we getting it today. If you wanted to engage in higher education, wouldn't you need caller? What's up?
Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How about you?
Man, I'm pretty sure. I can't complain one bit. Yo, I've been listening to your game. Yo, you been kicking that real game. Yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. But I know you was in real estate and stuff. I got my real estate license. You young guy. What kind of tactics would you take in the real estate game these days if you was 23?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. My brother, who he passed, but when he passed, he had like 40 houses. And let me tell you something, man. They all was Section 8 houses. They wasn't bullshit houses either. They was good houses. But people would, whatever reason, get that Section 8 and they could pay for that shit. Now, what I'm saying is I asked him, man, why you always renting to Section 8 motherfuckers, man? He said because the government, they guarantee a certain amount for a certain amount of footage. Now, let's say that amount of footage guarantees him $800. Then the people that stay in there only got to pay $125, and let's say the government pay the rest. My brother charged $925, and he's getting that $125 and the 8. And if they didn't pay that $125, he's still getting the $925 because that's what the government paying, because that's his rent. So what I'm saying is that's what I would do if I was you. I'd get a gang of houses and Section 8 them motherfuckers out. That's what I would do. You ain't never gonna be missing your rent, but you do got to keep maintenance on all them damn places you get.
As far as okay, that's the investing side of it. That's what you got you got your capitalization, but like you actually able to get but there's a process before that. You gotta get a solidified capital.
Bro, bro,
You
bro,
gotta get your
bro,
insurance.
bro, bro. If you know all that, you don't need me. I don't have no property.
All right, very true. Well, what about getting my game type in the life and just
What about what?
getting my game type?
What about that?
What decisions would you make in this day and age?
As far as with property,
As far as this in general.
man, I didn't already made, man. I'm doing what I would do.
Hmm, I see.
And I'm not confused about what I want to do, bro.
Oh, okay. Gaining clarity on what you want to do is the main thing.
You gotta have clarity.
Hmm, I see.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that for real.
All right, be cool.
Peace, you as well.
All right. So now, if you wanted to engage in higher education, wouldn't you need to qualify to enjoy that education that you're speaking of? See, Sidewalk University is not simply a group. It's where you go to further your understanding of information that you gained from the course you paid for. Stop cheating yourself and start treating yourself. I got this all put together so that once you pay for that goddamn course, there's a million things to learn. We all have problems, but the difference between you and me is how we go about solving our problems. Is it backdoor or head on? See, I've been in the woodshed carving out a lot of fucking tools for you to use. And we didn't made a lot of progress. So my point is, you're bona fide. Most of you are bona fide workers for self-improvement. All men should have toolboxes. Your confidence in my shows are helping you keep your toolbox pristine. But where are your tools? What tool would you use when you at a stoplight and you see someone who interests you? Or what tool do you use at the DMV when you're supposed to be getting your license renewed? But you getting some action, so what do? What tool do you use? Right now, I got a few tools for you to use, but believe me, there will be plenty more, all chock full of game. If I was you, I'd take advantage of the low cost of these tools. They won't stay at this low price of $29. They won't stay there. Challenges in life come in all forms. I remember when it was a challenge for me to even consider living on a budget. Why would some dude like me at the time want to be budgeting? Shit, if it didn't cost enough, I didn't even want it. I know me and Tay used to go to Beverly Hills and pay $75 for silk t-shirts. And all the colors they had, and this was in 78. But that was then. Now if I want a t-shirt, I'm going to get what everybody else get, what the regular Joe get. Yeah, I hate it, but I can't pretend to be live as fuck when I'm not. I ain't got that kind of money. That was a challenge for me to accept for a long goddamn time until I realized ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be pretending. Accepting that challenge made me think of ways I could display to all my quality and quantity of man I am. If I would not have accepted the challenge of becoming a motherfucker in this square life, you guys may not have been fortunate enough to have met me. By now, I probably would have sank to the pits where most dudes that lead the game have gone, and that's to remember shit. Paving a new road for me gives me new horizons to reach, and reaching them will give me new memories. I don't have to remember some old 30-year-old shit. This I get all from accepting a small yet big challenge many years ago. I've had hoes, a dozen or so in the past few years that come around and try to hang with me. But, for whatever reason, from time to time, they just realize they can't stand it. They see I ain't trying to fall in love, like that square motherfucker that I tried to be. What is the best thing I could do with the next motherfucking bitch to come around and linger? Probably run like hell. I really am this dude. Motherfuckers, fuck with me and they'll see that can't nobody really fuck with Double D. Period. I pimped on hoes like it just didn't matter. Served game to them bitches from platinum plated platter. The motherfucking Hall of Fame is my destiny. The straight game is my only tool, you see. What I'm saying is play games with motherfuckers that play games. But be real with yourself. And if you're kicking it with me, be real with me. We got to 24/7. I'm serving up this goddamn game. And I am not, tripping. I ain't finna get sprung on you and then have you living off me. I ain't doing none of that. There were things you just didn't do if you want respect. See, you cats today don't really know this shit. Back in the day, you didn't allow no broad to make eye contact with you without charging her. Rules are what made us all become motherfuckers, male or female. You have to follow the rules. Following the rules, people notice you and grew to respect the moves they see you made. Today, the motherfuckers allow women to be in the same conversation you and another dude is having. Today, motherfuckers allow women to voice their opinion on their business. You make deals with broads. You speak to them, and know damn well they ain't gonna bust a grape. You fuck with her, take her out and all that shit before you get paid. And now you want to wonder why she has no respect for the game. This is lunacy. It is. It's just plain crazy. If you want to run into stomp down women, you got to be a stomp down man. Stomp down means no deals, straight lace heels and thrills of watching motherfuckers get it. All you need to do is accept the rules of the game and their importance, which you ignore. The value of them are becoming clearer to you all. I'm sure you're noticing how wild west like the fucking streets is. The rules was made to keep order. Keep those kind of complaints from coming from anyone except suckers pretending to have game. If you don't want a broad to look at you like a sucker, you got to start doing some real man shit. I realized something so strong, I had to sit and think about it. While thinking, I started doubting myself. Now, you might remember the other day I said, the worst thing insecurity and doubt can do is make you think. I had to relearn that again for myself. Because the doubt I had only made me realize that my gas tank for education was low. Because I was speeding along and hadn't checked my tank. Now that I refueled my tank with all this goddamn doubt that I had, I'm going to use it in my classes. I'm not afraid to doubt anything I do. As a matter of fact, there has not been one thing that I've done that I told you about that I didn't doubt. I doubted whether or not I knew what I was going to do. Even teaching these my students, I doubted whether or not I knew what they was going to learn or what they should learn. But I never doubted that I would learn it. See, learning is a serious process that you got to accept or drown in your own misery. You, you may as well accept I'm ahead of my time in a lot of ways. Do you know what's possible if you had real confidence? Now, if you have confidence, you will try things that haven't been tried. I know I did. How do you think I came up with the idea to create a university where I can teach confidence? I came up with that because I wanted to teach. I went to Ashford University, earned a master's degree, and when I went to get a teaching credential, they denied me because of some felony shit I had that was 35 years old. I'm still in debt for going to school. And if they leave it up to them, I wouldn't be able to do what I wanted to do, which was teach. Well, I'm teaching, and I'm getting paid for teaching. I know you didn't think I was going to settle for that bullshit. I won't willingly be defeated. So as I tripped about what to do, that's where the idea of the school came from. And when I thought deeper, I realized I had everything I needed already. And then factor this, do any of you realize that my audio book, Rosebud the American Pimp, is over 35 years old? It's fully scored, and the music is a big part of the book. My point is, audiobooks are only now coming on the scene since maybe 05, 2010. I've got a lot of shit you want, and I'm willing to let you have the shit. But I ain't pushing it on, just like I ain't pushed that book. I let the shit sell if it's going to sell. The abba I'm spitting today may not be your cup of tea. And if not, you're going to get more than you bargained for listening to me. Because unless you completely surrender yourself to this game that I spit, the shit will be difficult to comprehend. Difficult or not, I'm shooting straight from the hip. Now, I noticed I didn't get that many calls today. Could be because it's Saturday. Could be because y'all probably ain't had that much to say. But let me tell you something. This game don't stop. It's going to keep going, and I'm going to keep coming at you. I'm out.